I'm gonna use this as like a stand-in for all the games I bought because they were, popular or something, or popular with the community. I bought it because of all the memes that they made out of the movie online, and I've had it for about a year and I've not watched it. I don't know why. I mean, but say I do that like if y'all say something, oh, this is popular, like here we'll take these 2K games for instance. Bought these because they kept talking about it, said they're better than EA. So we got like all the 2K fives. This should have the whole set for original Xbox. Um, so like the reason I'm bringing this up is I keep thinking about one Disney movie that I heard about had special effects at the time it came out, which was Tron. You got like real CGI special effects or whatever. And see, this is what I have for Disney. I got this, which was one of the first movies I saw in theaters as a kid. Then I got the sequels, which I've not watched. I'm just doing this for my own, like I said, history, okay? And then I got, Herbie and Herbie Reloaded, which I've only ever seen the end of Reloaded. But I'm going somewhere with this. Every time I see like a bestseller of something and they won't shut up about it, well, I buy it, or try to buy it if I can find it. And the reason I said Disney is because there's one Disney movie people talk about a lot for its groundbreaking effects at the time, which is the movie called Tron. Now, I've never seen any of the Tron movies. The first one, Legacy, or anything. I've seen it referenced here and there in a few Warner Brothers cartoons back in the day. Oh, you guys are just wondering, I have that family comedy as well. I got that one, The Look Who's Talking. But like, I'm going somewhere with this. And where I'm going with it is, why do I do this? Why, if something is on a bestseller list, I mean, you see my movie library, you see all this stuff. Why don't I buy stuff just because it's on a best? Why don't I keep trying to add stuff to my library that's on a bestsellers list? Showgirl is not on a bestsellers list. It was $3, and I was like, well, I can get it just to, again, meet a delivery quota or something. Oh, I don't know. It was $3. I was like, I want to make the order at least $40 or whatever. I think it was one of the things I grabbed from Target or something, Showgirls, to try to clear out the order number. But I mean, like, here's just my sports movies. You got Unnecessary Roughness. I got this for the Major League for League of Their Own. League of Their Own. And you got Wildcats and Replacements. The reason I got this. I've never watched Marshalls and I've never watched Any Given Sunday. That is, like I said, then I got the Bad News Bears. But see, this is where I'm going. And I got Airplane 1 and 2, which they should have been a third one if they were to make that. But again, it's like, like I have like, I don't know, I must ask myself, like, everybody wants to keep up with the Joneses, and I want to keep up with the critics for some reason. And I got Uncle Buck and Great Outdoors. And I didn't remember, I only saw Uncle Buck one at a time before buying the DVD. But I watched Great Outdoors all the time because they ran it like crazy on HBO. And then, like I said, you see that The Notebook, Titanic, all the, big chick flicks back in the day, I guess. Sleeps in Seattle, You Got Mail. And I want to tell you one thing about these two. Okay? I've never watched, like I said, this was just the only way to get it at the time when I found it on DVD was it come with this other movie which I never watched. But Yeah, this right here made me believe that internet relationships could actually result in real world friendships. In my life, it has. Now, some people it has, but all my internet friends are gone. I used to have 30 or 35 people to play Halo 3 with, and they all moved on with their lives and got off the Xbox. And they're all gone, and there's nobody to replace them with. So, yeah. So that maybe, like, I had watched this movie before I started making internet friends. Well, I thought internet friends could result in, um, real friendships. But nope, that didn't happen for me. It happened for some people, but I wasn't that lucky. No girlfriends, no real friends. This right here made me believe there's somebody for everybody. Like, that's everybody's meant to find that special someone. This is what makes me believe the special someone exists. I don't think maybe the reason I have that belief, and I think that I've always believed she's out there. But when I was going through a lot of depression in like high school, I had found this movie in like a bargain bin at Walmart and got it, okay? And I had wanted a relationship with this girl named Whitney, but we were just friends. Like, I wanted it to be more than friends, but she never did. And that's like I said, everyone I ever met, I wanted a serious relationship, and they wanted to just use me. Whitney was no exception. She was probably the first girl that used that. Oh, I like you, kind of, but I really like, what the guy's, we'll say the name because the guy's name is Bob. But I really like Bob more than you because Bob has money and you don't. And every woman I've met's done me that way. They like all the Bobs or Bills or whatever the heck they want to call them, whatever names they want to give these guys that could all work, could all drive, and I couldn't. And every woman I've met done me that way. Every one of them made me believe they liked me, but they really didn't. They really liked the guy with the money and the car. I never really mattered to them. And I kept telling myself when I was going through my battle with cancer, and I hadn't talked to Whitney in years by the time I was diagnosed, but I reached out to her during that time to ask her why she, acted the way she did, or just like why we had the falling out we did. And then she told me the truth. The reason she got fired from her job, because I was going to meet her on her lunch break, had nothing to do with me. It had everything to do with the fact that my mom was right about her. She was stealing money out of the cash register at her job. And that's why she got fired. Was my mom's theory about her lying about not being, a five-finger discount kind of person. Well, my mom was right, and that's who Whitney really was. So, yeah. All the other girls, like I said, they're like their Bob boyfriend who had the car and the job more than my fixed income. But Scott had the same problem. And Scott kept trying to find relationship after relationship, got engaged to two different women. But again, he lost to the better man, I guess you'd put it. Or the more financially successful one. Like I said, back to what I was saying about me having cancer. During my cancer fight, I made myself believe that there was somebody out there worth living for. And I said that to myself over and over, that if I beat this, she has to be out there. Well, I beat cancer. I beat it. I beat it now. It's 32 when I beat it, I guess, somewhere around there. So I beat it, okay? But I'm 45 now, and there's never been a relationship other than that Crystal chick, whatever the hell her name was. I don't know. She spelled it She spelled it one way on her Facebook, another way. It had two different last names. One on her badge as a nurse, the other one on her website, and then she told her friends it was something different. So then the reason she had three different last names is because she was that big of a slut. That's why the girl had three different last names, because she was doing all these different dudes all the time, because that's the kind of chick she was. I didn't find it out until after, you know, if she was that kind of chick. So, what I'm saying is, the reason I stay chronically depressed, guys, is because I see everyone else around me falling in love, getting married. They've all raised their kids to college at this point. And I've never even had a shot at a legitimate relationship because every woman's used me to get back with Bob. Because Bob cheated on him. Yeah, Bob hit him. But Bob has money. Bob has a car. You know, Bob has value. I have no value. And that's the whole point, guys. That's what keeps me depressed is I don't have any value to anybody. I don't have any value to my family. Like I said, they all have their own connections and ways that they, get along and stuff and bond. And I don't have anybody to bond with. I'm a loner. Not because I want to be, because I'm forced to be. My friends list stays zero. I get that one guy who messed me, and that one fan on, on YouTube. He's okay. I think his name's Judd. I think they pronounce that. Or Jude. I'm not good with the pronouncing of that name. But he's the only person on the internet that ever says anything nice to me. But I stay depressed because the world acts like it never wanted me to begin with. And I'm not saying I'm like in self-harm territory or nothing. But like I said, I'm getting this way right now. You know why? Because my legs are hurting. Because I had to go up and down the stairs and go up and down the hill to go to the mailbox to get the screwdriver and the Eric Clapton CD. And I try to lay down and take a nap because I was hurting so bad. I wake up, I'm still hurting, and here I am being depressed and miserable because the pain's so bad. The pain's so bad, and here I am because I saw an ad for, I don't know, something, a family vacation or whatever, as soon as I open my phone. And that makes me depressed because I'll never have family to go on a vacation with. That triggered it. But all these relationship things they keep showing doesn't help my depression any. And all these stupid, get this pill to make your sex life better. Yeah, right. Look, if you're physically unhealthy, I mean, you know what causes 90% of sexual dysfunction in men? Most of it is being overweight, or poor blood flow, or your girlfriend's not attractive enough, or whatever. I won't say that. That's rude, saying that your girlfriend's not attractive enough. I mean, you wouldn't be dating if you weren't attracted to her on some level. Forgive that part. I'm sorry. I'm just in a bad mood. My legs are killing me. I can't hardly stand. But every time they come up with all these relationship-related odds, it just makes me hate my life more because I've never had a shot at a relationship. Everybody around me has had 2 marriages, 1 marriage, kids, 3 kids, 2 kids, 1 kid, whatever. They all had vacations. They all had a life outside of a box, and I haven't. And that's the part that really bothers me. Is I've never had a life outside of 4 walls because of my health problems. Like I said, just going to the mailbox, going to the friggin' mailbox hurts like hell because my legs are screwed up. And I was using the cane this time. And they're probably going to be hurting again until probably about noon tomorrow. I hate being sick all the time, and I hate being an outcast. I don't know why I believe there's a woman out there who'll accept a man as sick as I am when they want the Bobs of the world with the cars and the money. They don't want me. My family doesn't want me. Like if you can't wear this housing, you can't stay here, and I'm getting that from everybody. It's like, if you can't work this out, then you're not staying with us. Like I said, I'm probably in a bad mood because my legs are hurting and I can't stand. But knowing that nobody in my family is even trying to help me with any of this, that I'm doing it all waiting on a government employee to tell me what to do next. The only thing my family said, oh, well, if they find somewhere to put you, we'll help you get there, but we're not going to help you do any research. Not Sean, not my brothers, not anyone. I mean, like I said, my own research turned up nothing anyway, but like I said, I'm in this state of mind because I'm alone, I have no help, and my legs are killing me and I can't stand right now. It sucks to be this sick your whole life. It sucks to need respirators and canes and glasses and all these things because you were born sick and the whole world doesn't want you to exist anyway. I hate being in this position where nobody wants nothing to do with me. It's because I was born this way. I deserve the right to exist. I deserve the right to have somewhere to... I deserve the right to have housing. I deserve the right not to be alone, but nobody wants nothing to do with me. All because I'm sick. You all hate me for something I didn't choose, and I keep asking myself, God, why me? Why did everybody else in my family that had cancer die, and then I'm left in a world that hates me? I wish somebody was compassionate towards me for once. I wish I wasn't so sick that everybody hated me. Because like I said, the landlord, she's hated me because I've been schizophrenic the whole time. And that was from the first day I signed papers. She even told mental health that she didn't want to deal with me because I was schizophrenic. I don't know what made her hate schizophrenics, but I didn't do it on to her. And it's been that way. And I got that information the first week after moving in. Over 2 years ago, I've been hated the whole time. And I always hated for it. Hated for the asthma, hated for the schizophrenia, hated for all of it.